Hey everybody, long time no see. Man, it feels like forever, but it's been about a week to be honest with you. Now, I am definitely sorry about that, not being able to get any videos up over this past week, but I have had finals at school, and I really, I had to make calculus my priority, which I'm glad to have that out of the way. Now, today I've got a battle for you against another YouTuber, goes by the name of Pokemonix. In-game name, obviously here, Alec. And for one thing, his channel will be linked in the description below, so definitely please go check him out because, he's got some very cool videos. Anyway, so let's take a look at his team really quick because I mean you've seen this team. I said that I'm changing the team, and I am changing the team. I have the new team made up and everything like that. It's in game already. I'm ready to go with it. But at the time when I had this battle, I was not complete on that new team yet, so just bear with me on that. This is going to be the last battle with this team, and next one's coming, I don't know, tomorrow, whenever. Anyway, so let's take a look at his team. Alright, so he's got Mawile, which is obviously Mega Mawile. There's no one ever that runs Mawile without using it as a Mega unless you're not playing in OU. Rotom Wash, which, I mean, everyone knows Rotom Wash. He's got Volcarona, which I believe it was my last video. It was the last video against Jeremy, against my rival. The Volcarona almost ran all over me, up and down, left, right, and center. Now he's got Umbreon, huge, tanky, thick wall. I mean, what more do you want to say? Umbreon. It can wish pass, same as Sylveon. It can yawn. It can protect. It can foul play. Umbreon's got some tools in its toolbox. Umbreon, man. Anyway, he's got Salamence, which is really nice to see. I don't see Salamence all that often, But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It used to be really OU. I think it's like BL now or something like that. UU even. Who knows? The tiers are not completely and totally established yet, so we're just kinda winging it. We basically know OU and nothing else. Anyway, and he's got Mamoswine. Now, of course, Mamoswine, rocks, priority, super strong. So I mean, what do you want to do? Let's just go into it. Yeah, let's go. Alright, Alec is coming out to play. Now, I'm going to lead off with Songbird, and he's going to lead with his Mamoswine. Now, I like this matchup, I'm a physical wall here, and he is a physical attacker. He's not going to really be doing anything to get through my Skarmory, and you can see here from that Icicle Crash damage, that is really nothing, So I'm going to be able to get my Stealth Rocks up first turn, which is fantastic. I love being able to do that. Rocks first turn. It's awesome. Anyway, so at this point I'm thinking, well, I should be able to stall him out, I should be able to go for a Brave Bird, I should be able to go for a Roost, whatever the case may be, but he's going to go for the Icicle Crash again and get a flinch. So now I'm thinking, okay, well, the chances of him getting another flinch are probably not all that great. I'm just going to Roost off the damage and then switch out. So he is going to go for the Icicle Crash one more time, and I'm going to attempt to do anything, but I'm going to flinch again. So yeah, didn't really matter. Didn't work out too well for me at this point. I'm not staying in. I'm not risking another flinch and then getting down into the red. So I switch out into my Mace Moon because I know that he's going for the Icicle Crash again, and I know that in this particular situation I will resist. So there it is. There's the Icicle Crash. He's dropping all of those shards of icicles on me. Doesn't really do anything. Now I'm just gonna go for the King's Shield just to kinda scout him out, although the Earthquake is pretty obvious. It's about as obvious as anything in the world. But he actually switches up the moves. Now I was hoping that he would go ahead and activate my weakness policy there, but he's, like I said, he switched up the moves. Now I'm just going to switch into my sword form and go for this sacred sword here. That's not going to do enough to take him out. And he's gonna switch out fearing the Shadow Sneak, which is a good thing to fear on his part. As he comes in with his Salamence, intimidates my Aegislash, and there it is, there's my Shadow Sneak. Of course I was gonna go for it, because I figured I was in a pretty close range. Either way though, I'm gonna go for that stance change into my King's Shield there, and just put that up. He is about to go for that Fire Blast, and that, thank goodness I went for the King's Shield, because if I was in Swords form, there's no way I'd have taken that. Anyway, so I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna go into Ribbons, and Ribbons for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, is gonna take the Fire Blast like it was nothing. And if he had switched it up and gone for the Dragon move, well, then I'd have been immune, so it's like, whatever. I'm in a pretty solid place. Now he's going to have to switch out here because there's nothing that a Salamence wants to do to a Sylveon. He's going to come in with his Volcarona and take that massive rocks damage on the switch. Now I'm just going to wish up. Now I believe that I have learned my lesson. I don't know if you've seen, if you saw that other match that I had not too long ago, maybe about a week ago, where I stayed in with my Sylveon on a Volcarona. That's no good. You gotta get out of there immediately. So he's gonna go for that Fiery Dance, and that is going to do a solid amount of damage. That's gonna take me straight down to the red. That's probably 90% of my health right there. So thank goodness I got that wish as I come in so that I can get straight back up to the green. Now, since this Volcarona is at half health, I'm just gonna paralyze this thing because I'm figuring, I'm not really going to be doing much in here with my Thundurus, but if I can cripple this thing, I can come in later with something else, and that will definitely allow me to take it out. So, I'm, as much as it stinks, that is what I kind of wanted to happen. Anyway, time for the Doom Dragon now, and I'm not messing around with this thing. Volcarona is a huge threat, so I'm gonna drop meteors from the skies above, and that thing is going to just smash like a moth on a windshield. That thing is just gonna go straight down. Goodbye, Volcarona. Very glad to have it out of the way, but my opponent here is going to come out with the Mawile, and that is a fantastic play on his part because I'm choice locked into Draco Meteor, so he is immune to the only thing that I can do at this point, so I have to switch out. Now, I go back into Songbird. Honestly, at this point, my Skarmory is really just fodder. I know that, Mawile is ridiculous, but, so he goes for the Play Rough here, and because I resist, I actually survive on 6 health, and then after leftovers it goes up to 16, which is nice. But here's the thing, I wasn't expecting this actually. I outspeed, go for the Roost, and get a lot of health back, which is really cool because he's gonna go for this Play Rough here, and just like before, it's not going to do anywhere near enough to take me out. So, whereas I came into my Skarmory as fodder, it's actually looking like it's gonna live, it's gonna survive. So, I'm pretty psyched about that actually, as he switches out and goes into his Rotom because he knows there isn't really anything that he can do with his Mawile. Yeah, I'm just gonna get that Roost up on his switch, and at this point I'm like, well, Skarmory doesn't want to even look at Rotom Wash. Doesn't even want to see it. So I'm gonna get out of there, get straight out of there and go back into my Doom Dragon because I should be able to take anything, and he goes for that Will-O-Wisp, which I really wouldn't have minded because I'm completely special. And he's gonna switch out now, go into his Umbreon, and again, Doom Dragon is not messing around with anything. Time to drop more meteors all over the place, but this Umbreon, these things, man, just watch this, alright? That is ridiculous. Stab Draco Meteor. I mean, sure, it's Choice Scarf, not Choice Specs, but still. Draco Meteor is supposed to do damage to everything. Anyway, so I'm gonna get out of there because there's no way I'm gonna just be doing less and less damage, and I switch out now back into Mesa Moon, and he's just gonna go for the Toxic, so that is very nice as I get the free switch in. Now, I am just like before, I'm hoping that he's gonna activate my weakness policy, and sure enough, he goes for the foul play. I'm in my defense form, so I don't have much attack right now, and that is going to give me +2/+2 special attack, physical attack. It's gonna be great. I'm just gonna switch up my stance here into my blade form, go for that Sacred Sword, and a +2 Sacred Sword from Aegislash, that is going to take the Umbreon down. So I'm very, very happy about that, because there's no way. Just Umbreon can be a huge threat. So anyway, so back out into his Mawile now. I can't do anything to this thing, not with my Aegislash anyway. So I'm gonna switch straight back into Songbird, because I know Songbird walled this thing to Kingdom Come before. So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna come in, and I'm gonna get my leftovers, and I'm just gonna stand in his way. That's all I'm gonna do with Songbird, but he doesn't want any part of that, so he's gonna switch out, go straight back into his Rotom. And yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Brave Bird, because I was trying to get a little bit of damage off on the Mawile. I know it had been resisted, but I mean, damage is damage. Anyway, so that is of course not going to do much to Rotom Wash either, because it is also resisted there. So I'm just gonna switch out, because I don't want to take a Volt Switch, I don't want to take anything. So Ribbons comes out now, and sure enough, there's the Volt Switch, just like I said. And Ribbons does not care at all about the Volt Switch, not even a little bit. But the Mawile comes back out, so we're kind of in a loop right now, right? Where the Mawile comes out, then my Skarmory comes out. But either way though, so I'm just gonna Protect, because I like going for the Protect just to scout out what people are gonna do. And he goes for the Swords Dance, predicting me to switch, and here's where I make a mistake, a huge mistake, because I figure, hey, if he went for the Swords Dance predicting me to switch, then he's probably just gonna do it again since I stayed in, because Sylveon can't do anything to Mawile. So I go out into my Doom Dragon expecting another Swords Dance, and here comes the Iron Head. Now, there is no way that I was gonna survive the Iron Head after a Swords Dance. I'm not sure I'd have survived it anyway. So I'm gonna go out into Agrabah, and I'm gonna Mega, but is it gonna matter? Is it really gonna matter? I mean, I can show off all my scarves and everything like that, but is it gonna matter? No. He's gonna go for that Sucker Punch from +2, and that's just gonna one-shot me just straight off the bat. That's just, it's just down. Now, I'm figuring maybe I've got a chance with this thing here, with my Aegislash. So I'm gonna go for that King's Shield, and I actually get the attack drop. So that's pretty cool. He's back down to neutral, but he switches. He goes out into his Salamence, who's going to drop my attack straight off the bat. But I mean, does it matter though? Does it? I don't think so. Either way, I'm gonna switch out, go out into my Songbird, and then I'm going to double, because, gonna double out into Ribbons once I saw the Salamence. There's no way I wanted Songbird to stay in there. So he's gonna go for the Fire Blast, trying to, get some damage off on the Skarmory, but Sylveon's gonna take that like a champ, like she always does, as he gets rid of the Salamence, comes out into his Mamoswine just as fodder, because this Mamoswine is gonna take that Rocks damage on the switch and catch this Hyper Voice, and Mamoswine needs some earplugs or something, because it's not going to be able to live that Hyper Voice. He's just gonna be up all night, and I'm just gonna be having a headache at work the next day. Anyway, so Mawile comes back out now, and of course this thing, part steel, gonna resist my Hyper Voice, the one attack that I've even got on this Sylveon. So I go for a Wish, knowing that it's just about over with this thing. Ribbons drops to the floor after taking that Iron Head. There was no way. Now I'm gonna come back in with Mesa Moon here, and that, I'm just gonna King's Shield, because I want to make sure that I can catch this Wish. But he's gonna predict that, and honestly, it was a pretty easy prediction to make. And so I'm going to catch the wish, but he's going to be at +2 now. I'm going to try and go for the double. That's not going to work out too nicely. And now I'm just going to try and attack, but he goes for the Sucker Punch, and at +2, that's not going to make a difference. Shield Former, no, he just drops to the floor as I come back out to my Songbird. Now, I'm just gonna go for a Brave Bird. You know, at this point, I mean, hey, what can you do really, right? Gonna go for this Brave Bird. He's at +2, like I said. He's gonna go for that Play Rough there, and that is going to do massive damage because he gets the crit, but it's not going to be enough to take me out. You know, I'm going to just go for this Roost here, but to be honest with you, at this point in the battle, I see the writing on the wall. I know the way this is gonna go, and so he's gonna go for this Play Rough, not a crit this time, so it's not going to do enough damage to take me out. I'm not gonna Roost stall him, because there's no way that I'm going to end up doing enough damage, so I'm just gonna go for this Brave Bird here. But I mean, after that first Roost, he expected me to be Roost stalling him, so he goes for a Swords Dance instead of just straight taking my Skarmory out. So now, I mean, essentially, I'm just waiting for what we all know is about to happen here. Get a little bit of Leftovers recovery back, go for this Brave Bird, because I mean, hey, if I'm gonna go down, I gotta do as much damage to you as I can before I go. He's gonna go for this next Play Rough, which at the level of HP where I was, there is no surviving it. So Songbird goes down, and that is the match. So there you have it. Alec pulls off a win. If you enjoyed, you know the deal. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because I'm definitely gonna keep on bringing you these videos. For real this time. I enjoy making them, and I certainly hope you enjoy watching them. Also, be sure to check out Alec's channel too. Be sure to check out Pokemonix. His channel will be linked in the description. So yeah, just once you're done with this video, just leave a like on it, and then head on over to Alec's channel and check out his stuff, because he's cool too. Alright, anyway, I'm done. Have a good day.